What's up, pretty gang? It's your favorite nail tech Peaches back with another video. Today we're talking about dry manicures and are they even healthy? We're gonna jump straight into this video. Y'all already know I got a membership. Y'all know you can join. It's lots of perks associated. Okay, so let's talk about what is a dry manicure. So from what I be seeing, people talking about dry manicures, it's using your e-file to do a lot of the work in regards to removing skin and providing a really clean look. Now, apparently, don't get it twisted with a Russian manicure, which does a lot more in-depth, like going underneath your epinicium, which a lot of people refer to the cuticle area, okay? So let's start with a little bit of education here. So let's remember that the cuticle is actually the dead skin on the nail plate in which you see me removing here. The epinicium is actually the skin on the finger itself. Now, I'm not going to say that dry manicures are unhealthy, but I am going to say that I feel like people should not be charging a whole hell of a lot extra for them, because dry manicures, as people like to call them, is really a part of prep. There is no way that you can even go on without making sure all of the dead skin and things like that are removed. Now, personally, I don't push back the cuticles to remove the dead skin off the nail plate. I am able to use my e-file. However, I would consider myself a more advanced tech. I have been doing nails licensed for 5 years at this point, and so I have a good understanding of what skin needs to go and what skin should not. Now, the only thing that you'll need to be careful with when it comes to dry manicures is you need to be careful on what drill bits that you're using and where, okay? Because let's say if you are not licensed and you don't have a good understanding of how to use an e-file, and I know people are going to say, you don't have to be licensed to use an e-file, blah, 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 blah. Okay, but the thing about it is, you guys, this is an electrical tool. And if you have not gone to nail school, then you most likely would not even think to Google the differences between live skin and dead skin. So by that, what I mean is, although you probably see my client has certain hangnails and certain things that are not perfect, you will never see me use my nippers. Maybe you'll see me use, cuticle scissors, but you'll never see me use nippers because, number one, I learned in school that nippers are illegal to use, and I'll get into a little bit more why. But number two, some of the skin is just dry and it's not dead, which means it is a live skin. Okay, dry skin tends to be live skin, which means if I go ahead and start cutting and pulling at it, the client will bleed. And if that person has issues such as diabetes, or let's say if the person is pregnant or they have any other disorders, or even if they're elderly, you can have a really big issue on your hand, okay? So the reason why I mentioned that I don't use nippers or really do any cutting of the skin if I can help it. Number one, in school I learned that in California, okay, I don't know every state regulation, but in California, we are not supposed to use nippers on the skin because a lot of people actually use it incorrectly. That motion where you see where people close them down and pull, close, pull, it's not even supposed to be used like that. You're actually supposed to just cut. So if your nippers are not sharp enough to where you can cut and the skin is coming off, that means you need new nippers, otherwise you can hurt somebody, okay? Now, again, dry manicures in themselves are not a bad thing because really, like I was saying, that's exactly what's being done before the acrylic nails anyways. I just feel like it's a little bit silly to charge an extra $30 if somebody wants the services of you removing their cuticle skin or dead skin, because honestly, you're already doing that during prep. Now, I am including a little bit of application just so I can continue about the topic. This color, as you guys can see, is going to be Soft Peach by Not Polish. Y'all already know I have a coupon code in the description if you're interested. Now, what I'm interested to know is how many people consider themselves as doing dry manicures as an add-on service, and what do you guys charge? Again, this is like no shade, no tea to anybody who does this. I'm just here as an educational person to facilitate conversation for those who actually don't know what goes on behind the scenes, okay? Now, I know I made a post, if you didn't see it, but I made a post on my Instagram page saying, school teaches you nothing. And then I listed 5 or 6 things that school teaches that are really important things to know. And I still got a lot of people commenting that although they said, all we learned is sanitation, we learned about bacteria, and we learned how to care for clients, but it still didn't make me good at nothing. To be honest with you, that attitude is a little bit detrimental, because what that tells me is that those people are really only concerned about the look of nails, okay? So I'm always here to tell you guys that there is more than meets the eye when it comes to doing nails. Now, again, when it comes to dry manicures, I'm not going to say they're bad, because they're absolutely not. However, if done with poor techniques, then yes, a dry manicure, quote unquote, can actually be detrimental, because if you're not using proper e-filing techniques, if you're using bits that are actually too coarse for the natural nail plate, if you're using too high of speed to remove dead skin that's actually alive. I know it sounds weird to say that certain type of dead skin can, well, I'll rather say certain type of dead skin can be attached to skin that is alive. So you can actually overjudge how much that you're cutting. Okay, so I'm going into a little more detail because I don't want nobody to say, oh, Peach doesn't know what she's talking about. No. Okay. So what you guys need to know is that those things definitely matter. So if you're ever at a point in time where you feel like, oh, I'm just going to do this, it seems on trend, let me charge more, I'm telling you, don't do it, because something's going to happen that you're going to regret it in the end. Again, there's nothing wrong with having proper cuticle care. I personally am not going to charge you extra for cuticle care because I can't do my job properly if I don't take care of that area. However, if you're a person that feels like you want to charge more for that, then hey, that is absolutely your business, and that is how you run your business. Okay, so let me know what you guys think of these type of videos where I'm just kind of talking on topics. I actually wanted to do a video like face to face to the camera about this, but y'all, I have been so busy these past couple of days that it just has not been something that has worked out. But I did want to get this video out for you guys because this is a very important topic to me, and I just keep on seeing people pushing this narrative that you need to have a 1 hour extensive cuticle, skincare routine for these clients and make sure every little piece of everything, it looks perfect. But you just got to be careful because you can really hurt somebody. Okay, so that's my piece. I appreciate y'all for watching. Of course, subscribe, notifications on, and I'll see you guys in the next video.